Hello everyone, I'm Sangeeta and welcome to my Khalaghor podcast. Khalaghor is the direct definition of playroom in Bengali. This show explains the importance of play for children. Before I start, let me first take this opportunity to acknowledge and respect the Bunurong people of the past, present and emerging. I also pay my respect to the people of the Yalok Buluk Bunurong and the Lowanjeri Buluk Bunurong who have looked after this land on which we learn and play. Today in Khalaghor, I will be highlighting the decline of play. And my talk is to address the parents, teachers and all the early childhood professionals who are directly or indirectly related to children's play at all forms. I would like everyone to look back to their childhood and compare the play they see for the children of today. If people ask me how play was for me as a child, I would go back to my memory lane where it took me to the time and place where I used to be a free bird a few hours after school. I would take my bike with my friends around the neighborhood and station ourselves on the playground. We didn't have much resources to manipulate then, but played with the leaves, rocks and sticks. Every time we played outside, we knew we had to return back after sunset when it would start getting darker. Don't remember if those had any meaning to my play, but I had a beautiful time spending with my friends. Many researchers have defined play in different ways, but the most common one is a experience. Play is an experience that is freely chosen without any boundary and limitation. All children in play live in the moment while they are playing. They forget about anything happening around them and they immerse themselves into a situation where they don't remember even to eat or to sleep. These forms of play amongst children are described very well in Perry and Sturrock's article, Playwork as Healing, as a metallurgic space of play. These also explain about play cycle at large and how that can be maintained by adults who can be just observing the children with very subtle interferences. Today, when I question why play has declined for children, I try to think around what has caused the decline of play for children, and there could be many very reasons why this has happened. With generations changing, I can see that children of this age are not into neighborhood play. The parents of this generation are very busy with their schedules of work and routines, so they hardly get any time to come out of their doors to casually interact with their neighbors. More so, the parents feel that enrolling children into extracurricular activities like swimming, soccer or basketball helps to physically develop the children and learn team building skills. However, they are not wrong, but they fail to understand that these structured team building games will not help the child to be creative, imaginative, develop problem solving skills and reasoning. Because these games or structured plays are supervised by adults and directed by adults. This concept has been described in Peter Gray's article, The Value of Play, in a very elaborate way and finally mentions how an adult's decision to make rules for a game may not be a child's way of enjoying a game. In a childcare setting, I often see that when a child is in a free play mode and is immersed into their play and is finding joy in that moment, they would often have to have no other choice but to stop their play cycle or annihilation, either due to transition or parents picking them up. In today's lifestyle, where children fall into societal pressure of attending schools and long daycare centers, most of the time is spent in learning within the classroom settings. What happens after school is the lack of opportunity for a free play session. They tend to spend their time indoors watching their favorite TV programs or play games on their devices when they return home. This decline in play has a direct effect on child's health and happiness. Peter Gray in his YouTube video explains how the decline of free play and the pressure of homework in this generation has led to depression and anxiety in great numbers. There is a shift in their ability to cope with life skills or manage their temperaments. Neither are they skilled at creative thinking abilities. It is sad to think, but we adults consider play as a commodity. We buy toys for children to play around with, and when a child is bored with that toy, we tend to buy another one. In Penny Wilson's Playwork Primer, they talk about commodification of play. And Starrock asks parents to validate playing in a real and local way. We as adults need to step back and allow children ample opportunities of free play experiences to their heart's content. We should not be stealing the childhood of the children. Thank you.